The project my students worked on this time is the one from the Sustainable Development Goals by the United Nations. It's about sustainable cities and communities, and my students, they had to find a place in Taichung City that they believe it is good for social, economic, environmental growth. Then take photos, make postcards, hold an exhibition.
Hope you can have a chance to come here and have fun of it. Thank you.
And send these cards to people from other countries. The focus of these projects to get my students to think globally and act locally.
所以我觉得这个活动让我发现，其实台湾有很多是具有环保意义还有永续发展的东西，只是我们平常都只是走过去就哦好漂亮哦，这个地方好棒哦，却从来没有思考过它存在在这里背后真正的意义。
I've been living in Taichung City for years, but to my surprise, there are still a few sustainable places I didn't know. Alright, so now let's look at some of them and see if you know them or have been there before. I really enjoyed looking at the postcards designed by my students because the photos on these postcards, they were taken by my students. They felt more authentic to me, not like ones that are far-fetched due to too much Photoshop editing. This is my most favorite one because it captured the beauty of the place, while the description on it clearly says its pertinent characteristics and the message my students wrote for their recipients. It's funny that some students, they were afraid of making any possible grammatical errors, but actually there was no difficulty in understanding what they were trying to say. And my most favorite one goes to this one. The message is exquisite, and I can even feel the warmth from reading it. I bet the person who received it will feel the same way. The exhibition part is a greater joy to me.
To hand out. Thank you for listening. Love you.
See my students knowing their strength and taking different roles is another purpose of doing this project.
Thank you.
This is really the bountiful academic year I will never forget. Because of dramatic change in my teaching, I've seen different side of my students. The side which is usually neglected if I still teach it a more traditional way. Thank you for this year's participation and creation. This video is definitely not long enough to include all your good works and also my heartfelt words.
去完成一个作品。要是今天老师没有给我们这个机会，我们不会做这件事情，绝对不会，没有这么有心。Teacher is right, teacher is handsome.
Please remember to send your postcard and let more people know about sustainable places in Taichung City. Good luck and happy post crossing. Is the river more beautiful than your girlfriend?
The same.
The same.
Yes.
So you can date with the river. You don't have to date with your girlfriend because they are the same. Thank you so much. 好了，那下位同学就用中文讲就好了。刚刚都用中文讲。是今天唯一一个用英文回答问题的。